hustling. Still focus, slow motion. And that's the type of time that we on.
With the lick rig, big rim on that bit like a 10 speed. Little baby on the dick, won't let a pimp breathe. Real heavy on the water like a jet ski, yeah. If they ain't gang, them niggas fool shit, yeah. I been getting to this pipe like it's loose sleeve, yeah.
The views and opinions expressed in the media or comments on this channel are those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcaster.
Say that.
Yeah, let me talk my shit. Let me talk my shit.
Say that. Say that. It's your favorite puller, Earl Will, a.k.a. Earl P. All things Kaizen. We off in the building. You already know, Dory.
Hello.
The Great is in the building. Simply Dory. How you doing, Miss Lady?
I'm fine. I feel great.
You good? Are we getting there? We're getting there. Okay, we getting there. I just want to know.
V's got me. Enthusiastic. How do you say it? Enthusiastic.
Yes. Okay.
And now I want to know more. Now I feel like they got a secret going on.
Yeah, they got a secret society type time going on.
Nobody caught on to it yet, but I'm ready to join. Right. Sign me up.
On what? Today on Talk Big Teeth, we definitely talk back. We have a mother, a daughter, serial entrepreneur, also a community advocate with her newly found profession as an author. Say that.
Yes.
Here to expand on said book, entitled Still Standing, Breaking Cycles, Healing from Postpartum, and Becoming Her, with a capital H-E-R. You did?
Yes, that's right.
Say that.
Yes.
Say that. Today on Talk Big Teeth, we have Mara, a.k.a. Maria Gonzalez.
Yes.
How are you today, Miss Lady?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Welcome. We're blessed to have you.
Thank you.
For real. We're blessed to have you. Normally, we do authors. We do a lot of different facets of professions, et cetera. But this one was a little challenging for me.
Yeah.
Being a man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not to say that men don't deal with anything when it comes to childbearing, or you get what I mean.
I know what you're saying.
You get what I mean. Right.
Yeah. The book is based off a woman's anatomy.
Exactly.
A woman's experience.
Yes. And perspective.
Yes.
For sure.
Perspective, for sure.
We're definitely blessed to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Again, thank you.
How has your day been?
Good. It was good.
Yeah.
My son played football this morning, so I was at a game. I'm a baseball mom. I'm a sports mom, football,
right.
Soccer. I'm all that.
To the core.
Hard to the core. And so I did that, and then I just chilled until I had to come here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna jump right in.
All right, yes. Dory.
I'm gonna jump right in because I feel like I want to know. I'm being nosy a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Because we haven't gotten into all that yet, but I see you as established. I see you as somebody doing exactly what she wants to do, as her, as you say in your book, right?
Yes.
So, I'm gonna start here, and we're gonna jump into an interesting already fast.
All right.
As a kid, what was your dream job? What did you want to do growing up?
An attorney.
An attorney?
I wanted to be a criminal defense attorney.
So you mean to tell me at 4 years old, you was like,
I already knew that I wanted to be an attorney.
Why?
Wow.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe because I like to argue.
Okay. I like that. You were right. Well, there you go.
I like to talk back. So.
Say that. Well, that checks.
Yeah. So I told myself, I want to be an attorney. I want to be a criminal defense attorney and go from there and see where life takes me.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now, because criminal defense isn't That's not your line of work.
No.
No. So what did you end up? Tell the people. What did you end up into?
So I still had the goal of becoming an attorney. So what I decided to do was first become a paralegal. So I went to school, got my paralegal studies degree, associate's degree, and I told myself I'll do this for a little bit, and then I'll go to law school.
Okay.
So I ended up becoming a personal injury paralegal. So we help, car accidents, slip and falls, dog bites, anything anybody gets hurt in, we can help if there's a third party. After that, I told myself I'll do this for a year, and then I'll go into law school.
Okay.
But God had other plans for me. I ended up becoming pregnant, and so I never went to law school.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan on?
I was gonna say.
Still doing.
Did you embark on that journey for where you are now?
Life ain't over, baby.
I feel like I've thought of it's not over, and I feel like I've thought about it. But since I'm so involved in my kids' sports, and since they take it to another level, I wouldn't have time for them.
Okay.
And the goal right now is to focus all my time in them because they're gonna be gone. And when they're gone, then I can focus on my ventures.
Older as in
older as age,
right.
age. They're gonna do their own thing, and I feel like right now is when they need me the most.
Right.
When they get older, they're gonna want their dad because they're gonna be men. So they're gonna go towards their dad.
You got boys.
I have 2 boys.
Oh,
yeah, I have 2 boys.
Okay, y'all gonna hurry up. Y'all can be underneath me. If I nurture y'all for a second, then y'all go ahead and be men.
Right.
And that's we got stuff to do.
Right.
And that's how I feel.
That was yeah.
I feel like boys, I mean all kids, right? Even girls, obviously, but boys, they need their moms when they're younger. When they're older, I'm not a man. I can't teach them to be a man.
Hello.
So they need their dad.
Very true. Very
Okay.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Now, before getting into the deep end of the family affairs, and your kids, I love that. I was gonna ask, who is besides, I mean, I know that they definitely have, make up a part of you, but who is Mata? Who, what?
You said it with the
I want to know.
the Spanish twang.
Right,
Mata.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Like, who is Mata? How did you grow into who you are now? Like, who raised you? Like, what was going on?
So many things at once. Okay, so first and foremost, aside from being a mom, entrepreneur, and an author, I always, when somebody asks me this question, I always lead it with, I'm a woman. And you may think that's cliche. Like, we could clearly tell you're a woman, but I feel like most of the time people forget that. Like, I was a woman first before I became anything what I am today. We carry so many roles as a mother,
That's true.
partner,
It is true.
business owners, and everything in between. We're not robots,
Okay.
so I feel like I have to look at that first. Like, I'm a woman. Before I had built anything, before I poured into anybody else, I had to learn myself. And in learning myself and going through everything I've been through, feeling deeply, I feel like that's what made me who I am today.
Okay.
And as far as I know, you mentioned, like, who raised me?
Right.
So my mother raised me. My dad was there in the picture until I was like 6
mama.
or 7.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
shout out to my
Pops.
mama.
I know him. I done met him.
Yeah, so
They dope.
my dad obviously left, ended up going to prison. So then my mom was the one that raised me, and she's the one honestly I give kudos to, because she had to deal with me, and I'm not easy to deal with.
Do you find yourself where you're like, nowadays you're like, oh, okay, I definitely took that from my mom, or I definitely took that from my dad?
Did you get that? Yeah, I was gonna say the argument. You like the argument?
I think the argument came from my mom.
Okay.
I mean, we'll get into it with the childhood trauma and the mother I became, talking about my mom, but I got it from my mom. But then again, I was real shy when I was a kid too, which is like contradiction, because my mom always used to say children are supposed to be seen, not heard.
Oh.
So when I was young,
Phrase like that.
right, when I was young, it was like, you be quiet, you sit there and you don't say nothing. If you have a question, you don't come
Do what
ask
I
me.
say, not
You
as
do
you
what I
see.
say. Exactly.
I done heard to stay out of grown folks' business and grown people talking, go
Facts.
sit down, but
I'm spending many nights in that coat room.
to be, you're supposed to,
Yeah,
don't
you're
be
just
heard.
you're just supposed to be seen, not heard.
I just spent many nights in that coat room while they was playing
While they
dominoes,
outside,
spades.
yeah, having a blast. It's a whole party.
I mean,
come out there.
They would have, we could be there. It's just stay out the way.
Right.
Like, we're over here, you could stay right there, but you better not make a peep. Don't get into grown folks conversation. You tired, you better go put those 2 chairs together. You lay there, you go to sleep, and we're going to pile coats on you.
I'm going to go here. What was the specific moment you decided to take the leap of faith in entrepreneurship and writing a book?
When entrepreneurship, it was my kids. Because I told myself, I never actually wanted to become an entrepreneur. I told myself, I'll just work my 9 to 5. I'll become an attorney. I'll be set. I had my kids, and I wanted to teach them, because I know it's not taught much. I wanted to teach them financial literacy. So I told myself, you want something, because my son came and asked me for something. I can't even recall what it was. And I had told him, well, what are you going to do to get that? You have to earn that. I ain't just going to give it to you.
At what age? What age was he?
He was young. He was like, he was little. When I tell you, he was about like 5, I think, 4 or 5. And he was like, well, maybe we can wash cars. And I said, cool, we can wash cars.
He came up with an idea.
Okay.
I respect
like,
that.
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
sat with each other,
So
and I was like, we could do this, we could do that. He was like, we can wash cars. And I was like, okay. I got my family and friends on board. And
I was thinking
said,
in my head like lemonade stand. He said wash cars.
I mean, we did have a little stand. We sold chips. We had hot dogs. We did little homemade slushy. We did do that too. That was like an add-on. But his first thing was like, let's wash cars. And I was like, cool. And that's from there. That's what took off with entrepreneurship. And then the book. I had 2 traumatic pregnancies, and I had always told myself that I'm not the only one that's going through this.
Say that.
And it's hard to speak about. Not every woman wants to go out and say, I'm vulnerable. This is what I went through, because we get shut down. Because we're women. You're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to be there for everybody else. You're supposed to be the nurturer. But we don't have time to be there for ourselves.
And in some cases, I feel like, especially with what the book is like, targeting, I feel like in some cases, a lot of people find it impossible, or a lot of people find that like, oh no, it's not that big of a deal. When in all reality, like when this is my life on the line, pretty much, basically. This is something that I had to endure, not only physically but mentally too.
Yes.
So
emotionally,
financially,
it's the
spiritually.
This is the
It
biggest
questions
impact.
your spirit.
Yeah.
And who you believe in. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I definitely, like I said, the reason why I asked the question is because I think that it was a very strong and broad approach for you. Like, some people can't be vulnerable. Some people can't, you know what I'm saying, to actually tell their truth in text, or, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, in a novel as such. One of the questions I wanted to ask was, why nonfiction and not fiction?
Well, it was fiction. It is fiction. I mean, it's nonfiction. Because it's not told the same. I feel like I had to speak my truth, and the only way I can speak my truth is to be raw and real. I can't do that with fiction.
Right.
Because fiction, you have to, like, over-exaggerate things, right? Yeah. And real raw, it's like, this is what it is. I know you're going through it, and if you can see somebody else go through it and come out of it, and if I can just change one woman to become better, to know, you know what, this isn't the end for me, I did my job.
You give us your why. And for me, it's like, okay, can definitely get it. Like, if I know I'm not the only one dealing with this, knowing that as common as it could be, I can tell what inspired you to actually write a book like this. But I was going to ask you, what moment did you know, like, okay, these people need to hear this? I know I'm not the only one. Like, what inspired you to be like, yeah, I'm going to write about this at this time. It's going to be released right here, and everybody who needs to hear it is going to hear it.
Where did the strength of the growth to actually be this vulnerable?
I think because I healed from it. I think I was ready to the point where I could talk about it and not cry. I could sit here and tell you guys what happened to me without bawling my eyes out and not being able to get the words out. My kids are older now, and I feel like I'm a changed mother as well.
Definitely
so I can
success
really,
story. Come
Yes.
on.
Okay.
Give me a
So
high
I
five,
can-
high five.
So I
Definitely
can
a
talk about
success
it
story.
now.
Right, Dory?
Okay.
Boom. Long distance.
I'm gonna come
Wow.
under. Right.
I feel like I wasn't ready before because I would have
important.
bashed. I would have
Yeah.
bashed a whole bunch of people. I would have
People.
bashed their dad.
Oh,
I would
my
have bashed my
goodness.
dad. I would have bashed my mom. I would have bashed a whole bunch of people and not take accountability for why I was feeling that way, even though I felt like it was everybody else's reason why I felt the way I felt.
And it worked out so much better. Coming
Yes.
from a healed place. Coming
Yes.
from a place where you had that understanding, not only with what you encountered, but an understanding of where you stand with, your past
everybody.
traumas. Not only everybody, just something that happened and you're like, okay, I can't look past that right now.
Right.
But then you learn and you grow.
Exactly. I
That's
mean, even
important.
when I was writing it, though, a part of me still was like, dang, is my mom going to feel some type of way?
Really?
Is my dad, even though I didn't really talk too much about my dad, I talked more about my mom in the book. I was like, oh, are they going to feel some type of way about how I felt when I was young? Because, they're old school. Like, it is what it is what it is. That's what it
shit
is.
about me in that
Right.
book. No.
Right. You're making me look bad.
I wanted to piggyback off of that answer. Was it a time or a moment that you maybe sat down with them and said, well, I'm writing a book right now and you're in it. And because I have to speak my truth and you can like it or, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be at odds, if you will, but we're family. We love each other. Of course we can get over it, but it's going to be a tumultuous time because I have to open up. This is a part of my healing process. This is a part of my journey. This is my truth. This is how I saw it. This is my perspective. Was it a time that you sat down with them and just like at least alert, hey, I'm writing the book. You in it.
You gave any
Type time.
fair warnings?
Right.
I did not. I wrote the book and then told them.
Okay.
I wrote the book and then I told them my dad, I said, I have a surprise. Because there were some things that I had to confirm. Right. And I was like, oh, I need to confirm this real quick. I don't want to put any lies in here. So it's like, do you remember this, this, and this? And he's like, why? I was like, oh, I'm just wondering. I got something going on. He was like, oh, okay. And then when I was in
So
writing
you
it,
just teased
Yeah,
them.
maybe
Yeah.
I'm remembering it wrong.
right. So I wrote it, and then that's when I told him. I did read a chapter to my mom. The chapter about my mom, I did. After I wrote it, I said, listen, I want to read this to you, and I want you to know that this comes from a place of healing and where I was
that could've been
raised.
so healing for her too.
Yes.
I think so.
How
Yes.
was that? How was that?
It was interesting. I was nervous. I read it to her. I didn't even give her a copy yet. I was like, I just need you to listen. And she was like, okay. I read it to her, and she was like, it's true. She's like, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
She's like, I'm sorry. And she was
So
like
you're in
choking up.
My bad, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
no, she was choking up. And I was like at first I was like, you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put you through that.
Or I was thinking back to where my dad, I don't remember if I was talking to my dad or my uncle, one of them, and we were just speaking analogies. And he was like, some people need to be held accountable, whether it's today, tomorrow, whether it's, whenever you feel like it, in order for them to meet you back where you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he was like, basically pretty much throwing something about a shark in a fish tank. You're only as big as you grow. Da, 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 da.
Right.
And that kind of took me back there because I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, if you never took, the initiative to actually be like, hey, this is how you affected me. This is how you know what I'm saying? This is how you shaped the way that I am.
Face that.
Yeah. I wonder if it would have been any different or if that would have, hindered your connection for more years to come rather than allowing yourself to speak your truth.
Right. I think the resentment would have stayed.
I think,
honestly. I didn't understand my mom until I became a mother. And
Hello.
I feel like a lot of women
Hello.
don't
A lot of
understand
us.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
don't
me.
understand that until you
Look.
become a mother and you have to deal with children. But not only children, you have to deal with everything that
Real
comes
life.
with it, right? You got to deal with the father. Like, relationships aren't easy. Being a woman isn't easy at all. Not taking anything away from being a man, but being a woman, I feel like could be hard.
I'm on an island over here, y'all.
When you don't have the support that you feel like you need, right? And I always used to blame her for a bunch of stuff, and I when I was a teenager, we always used to argue like bad. Like I remember one time she tried to hit me, and so I stood up for myself, and I don't want to say I hit her back, but I defended myself, right? And after that, I was like, yeah, no, I don't want this. Like I resent her. Everything she put me through, I resented it. Then I became a mom, and I was like, now I know what she went through with my dad.
But so you understanding that process of even resentment for yourself, did it make you feel good when you were like reading her the book and just noticing her facial expressions, even if it was like her like, you know, did it make you feel like, you know, like I finally got to tell her exactly
how I felt,
how I seen those years to me, you know, how I felt.
Yeah, no, it felt good. It felt good because I know at this point she wasn't judging me, because I always felt like she judged. She was always one to judge or to judge somebody else for doing what they were doing. But actually finally, like standing up for myself in that way and saying, listen, like I understand you as a mother.
It's written down. I mean,
right. Like as a mother, I understand why you did what you did. And as a woman, I understand why you did what you did. But there are things that you did that I would never do to my own. And I thank you for that, because if you didn't do that,
guided me, right?
Yeah, like you still guided me, even though it was wrong in my eyes, right? In your eyes at that point, it wasn't wrong, and I understand as a woman,
the best you could do,
right, right, because I like just a little backstory. She, you know, my dad left. It was my mom, me, and my brother. My mom ended up remarrying, and she always used to tell us too, like, you guys are gonna leave me. You guys are gonna grow up and leave me. So it was like, I'm gonna do me, regardless if y'all still here. I'm gonna do me,
right?
And we had like actually recently at the signing celebration when everybody left, we sat down, we talked, and she got
Area 51.
Yes, she got emotional, and we talked about that. And I said, I understand why you did it, but I would never do it to my kids. I understood at that point you were very vulnerable. You had all that shit that went down with my dad. You found somebody that was there for you, that lifted you up, but I felt like you pushed us to the side when it wasn't time to do that yet. That's why I always tell myself right now,
more to learn.
right, and I would never do that to my children until they leave.
So I think you pretty much answered some of it. It's just the book. In reference to the book, how do you think that the book supports your mission moving forward? Because like you said, you know, opening up, being vulnerable, and actually telling your truth is a process of healing, right? But how do you, what other ways do you think it supports your mission?
I became a better parent.
Come on.
I actually broke generational curses. I feel like, I mean, he's still gonna have at least my older one, right? Because my older one is the one that went through it with me. He's still gonna have his own traumas. There's probably gonna be things where he's gonna be like, I didn't like when you did that, because I yelled a lot just like my mom. But I broke that. Now I broke that. Like, we have a real tight connection. We communicate about everything. He comes to me, and I feel like that was my mission as far as mother, right?
Yes.
As a woman, my mission is to make sure that other women know that it's gonna be okay, and you gotta heal yourself before you can take care of kids, because an unhealed
It's a process.
woman is gonna raise trauma. These kids are gonna grow up. They're not gonna have emotional intelligence. They're not gonna know how to communicate. They're not gonna know how to do all that.
Not to cut you.
No, go ahead.
As a man, like I had a different ideology about postpartum and depression and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So it was the book is very informative. Not only the book, of course, just us having conversations sometimes, and this interview, kind of raises awareness for me as a man. Because again, like you said, you know, we as men, we go through things too. You know what I'm saying? We deal with things maybe a little different, et cetera, but you know, we don't have we're not spineless. You get what I'm saying? We're not spineless to the point where we don't feel anything or, you know what I'm saying, have emotions about certain things. What do you think I know you spoke about it in the book. Like, I don't know what he was feeling during that process, but if you were to, you know what I'm saying, maybe divulge it, what do you think that he was feeling? Was it absence? Do you think, you know what I mean? I mean, you've already divulged on certain things, but
Right.
I mean, what do you think that he was feeling during that situation?
Loneliness.
Or both?
I think he felt loneliness.
Yeah.
Through both of them, because I had a traumatic pregnancy with my second one too.
Yeah.
The first one, I think he was trying to stay strong, but I also feel like he was probably lonely because I was so focused on what was happening to me that
in your head about it.
Do you think
Right.
that he felt that couldn't do anything? Like, it was nothing that he could do other than
That's a
maybe
good nailstick. Wow.
be comforting, and sometimes comfort comes in different shapes and forms, right? To where what I deem as comfort, you like, no, I don't want that. I want something else. I want a different
Why you
thing.
running me up and down? That's
No,
not what I
and
want.
this is not
Right.
again. This is not a slight or a dig.
Yeah.
No, right.
Because again, you gotta realize your body is going through this. Your mental, your physical, you know what I'm saying, is going through this because so you're owed that. You know what I'm saying? I wanna, you know what I mean? I wanna give you that for sure.
Right.
But you know what I mean? I don't know. I just wanted to divulge on the perspective.
Yeah,
different
no, I
perspectives,
appreciate
but
that because I didn't give him enough credit when it first happened. Like when I was in the hospital for those 2 weeks, he showed up. He showed up as he was supposed to show up. He was with me. He was going to school. He was studying. He had clinicals. He became a dental hygienist. Like he had his own stuff that he had to lock down. He was on the ball, and I think for a while I didn't give him enough credit because I didn't care. Like I was so focused on my trauma. Like I didn't get.
Well, like I said, she was old again.
Yeah.
Her body is going through this. Like as a mother, being a nurturer. Not to say that I'm speaking from this perspective.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Your child, you get what I'm saying? It's a little different from a male perspective and you know what I'm saying, and the female, a mother's perspective.
No, it is, and I give him that credit for being there when I was in the hospital. Again, I was going through all the emotions. Like my body betrayed me, and I already resented him. I think
I'm already mad at you.
I resented him from the moment that I found out I was pregnant.
I'm pregnant. What the hell?
Right, because I felt like he wasn't there for me, and I speak about it in the book a little bit. You know, I speak about it where
I don't want to. I don't know. It was. I read every page.
But you know how she feel about you.
No, for real. I read every page. I read every page to the degree. Like, it took me through a journey. Like, again, it was such awareness.
And wake up. So basically, the man should be buying this book.
I think a man would benefit so they know what a woman is actually going through when because our bodies change, hormones, everything. Again, I got Bell's palsy for my second one. So my whole look changed. So that was a whole nother roller coaster we had to go through. But I think a man,
yourself
yes, loving myself again. Because I always say my first pregnancy brought out my childhood traumas. My second pregnancy brought out my insecurities.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Say that again.
So my first one brought out my childhood traumas. My second one brought out my insecurities.
What?
So my second one changed my physical appearance. The first one I had my physical appearance, I was working on what was happening in the inside. I had to work on my mental. I had to become emotionally intelligent. I had to work on that part.
Really keep up. For
real. So then by the time I had my second one, I would say I was halfway there. And then my physical appearance changed like 4 months in. Got Bell's palsy. And my face was bad. Like it was droopy. I couldn't brush my teeth without water coming out. I couldn't hold a smile, nothing. My face hurt. Like I had to actually stop work early too. So I was off of work for a long time.
I have a 2-part question. When did you buckle down and decide to write the book? When did you start the book and when did you finish? And then the second part of the question is, at what point did you realize, okay, this is still part of my healing journey. This is what did healing look like for you in particular? And I know The book speaks a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But hearing it firsthand can be inspiring.
So I started the book last year. I had started writing my notes down. And actually finished it this year. It didn't take me very long to write the book.
You already knew what you were going to say.
Well, because I always had told myself, even after my first one, I had told myself, like, I want something more. I want to get a facility. I want somewhere where I know women can go. And I already knew off the bat after my first one, that's what I wanted to do. But I wasn't emotionally there. I didn't have nothing to, or the, I guess the tools to guide me to ever get that, right? Because I was so focused on me. It was just a lot. It was a very dark place, and I wasn't there. But I've always, but I always knew I wanted something like that. So then, I don't know. I told myself, then if I can't do that, then I'm gonna write a book. Never actually wrote the book, right? I just jotted things down, and then I had a friend that wrote a book, and it was like real inspiring. And I was like, you know what? I'll go for it. And I was talking to him about it, and he was like, you need to, because the same way I wrote my book in purpose, this is your purpose to women that go through what you went through.
Come on.
That went through it, that are going through. His name is Brandon.
Shut up. Salute, gang. Salute, gang. Salute, gang. Bring the book down here. Let's talk about it. Let's rap about it.
Yeah, no, he should. He should definitely bring his book. He has his stories, but shout out to him. He actually was the one that I was talking to about it, and I was like, I've always wanted to do that. He's like, you need to.
And then how powerful, like, that's a man.
It's a man.
That's a man.
It's a man. And I think me talking to him about my journey and telling him what I went through, he was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about this until you brought it to my attention. I always thought this. And I'm like, yeah, you got to look at it from both sides. Right? I have my side, they have his side, and, you know, he has his side, and then there's the truth, right? Because there's always that fine line where I could say this is how I felt, and I'm right. And you could say that's how you felt, and you're right. And we could sit here and argue all day who's right.
Where's the common ground?
Right. There's no common ground at that point.
I would just say that. Or come to compromise so we can find the growth. That's the whole point, right?
Right. And like now I can go back and say, well, you know what? Now looking back, this is probably what he felt. Or now looking back, maybe he didn't have that within his parents, and so he didn't know how to show up for me like I showed up for him. And that is one thing that I've learned through this whole journey was like you can never expect somebody to show up for you like you show up for them, but always stay true to yourself.
Or show up for you how you show up for yourself.
Right. And I had to learn to put myself first. I had to learn.
I love that.
You're only strong as your worst endeavors, your trauma, your lowest moments.
Right,
You're only as strong as those.
Yeah. And I know your other question was like, what did it look like for me? Like, how did I heal?
What was some of the things that you did to be like, you know what? I have to bring myself out, especially when you know this man ain't paying attention. Right. You're in a deep, dark thought, and then I got another baby coming.
Right.
So, as far as going all the way back to where you speak of your mother's endeavors, even like what made you? I know you said when I became a mother, I was able to understand, but when were you able to actually heal and forgive? It's my question.
Come on.
Not too long ago.
Wow.
I always understood it as a mother. Honestly, I became a mother once, twice, and I understood her, but I didn't want to forgive her.
It's like, no, you ain't had to do what you did.
Because you did what you did, now put me in a position where now I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Because at this point, I'm blaming. I'm blaming her.
Well,
like,
you divulged a little bit of it in the book. I'm gonna give a little bit away.
Yeah.
When you spoke as though you were going through something so mentally and emotionally and spiritually and physically draining to the degree that you had to check yourself. You had to redirect yourself, as into being the woman that you wanted to be, the mother that you wanted to be, the provider that you wanted to be, the nurturer that you wanted to be, because you was unconsciously
hurting a baby.
Exuberating those, feeling that feeling, that trauma, that, you know what I'm saying, that past or
generational curses.
Or what you just basically of what you just knew. Just all I knew right now. It's all I can. It's all I have to give. You know what I'm saying? This is all I have to give. I barely have enough to give to myself.
Yeah.
So how can I give it to my child and be instrumental in their growth and their success and their
Right, and to a child I didn't have a connection with.
Oh.
Because you got to remember, I didn't plan the pregnancy, it just happened. Right, I was popping Plan B pills. I wasn't on birth control. I was just like, oh, this is my birth control. God said, nope.
Oh, this
Here
my
you go.
birth control. Right.
Having too much fun.
Right.
No,
you need to settle down. You need to settle down. Now I'm going to put this
sorry.
baby in you.
I said 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I was sick
Oh,
the whole
humble
pregnancy.
you. Humble
It would be humble. Yeah, I was sick the whole time, and then I went in at 27 weeks. Right, I didn't get to hold my baby. So all I knew was misery throughout the whole thing. I didn't, and then when I finally was like, okay, I think I can do this, my water breaks. So
Ready.
then I was in the hospital for another 2 weeks. Still don't have a connection, but I always knew I loved him. Like I always knew, like I love
That's
this
a piece
baby.
of
I would
me.
never give
That's
this baby.
something that
Right, I
owe
created
this thing.
Right, but at that time, I didn't love looking back, I'm like, well, I didn't love myself. I didn't love myself enough to be strong and say, you know what, I'm not gonna repeat this until I went crazy in my mind.
My first kid, I wasn't ready,
Yeah, my first kid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the one that taught me to relax, to
You say
learn
he's
how to
still
speak.
he got a little bit of it.
Oh, girl. Yeah, he does. He
Like
does.
the second one, you had it figured out.
I had it figured out. I don't want to say I had it all figured out because again, then I had to deal with you love him more.
I don't think that there. I mean, you writing the book, of course, can be instrumental, but I don't think that there's a manual on that thing.
No.
You get what I mean?
No,
It's
and
You're
not a
never
manual.
over ready. You
Right.
don't really know
Right.
what it is to be ready
Right.
until
Like-
you face yourself with that, and you're like, all right, hold on, let me research.
You could have came
Right,
from
right.
different circumstances, parenthood, background, etc., and still, you know what I'm saying, been you and been the person that had to dig themselves out and be strong and be resilient to, you know what I'm saying, to navigate through that thing. So, yeah.
yes and no. I
At the
feel
same
like
time.
at the same time, I feel like I had what people say daddy issues, right? My dad left. A whole nother man came into my life. My dad abandoned me, basically, right? So that abandonment, I feel like had some place in my heart too, with why I felt the way I felt, because then their dad came, right? And he was there for me, but he wasn't there for me. So I also felt like, okay, my dad abandoned me, and now I have this child, and now I feel like you're abandoning me because you're not here for me.
In the
But-
ways that you needed.
Right. If I would have felt, I feel like when I was young, if I would have had a dad that filled that void, I probably would have never
You
felt
wouldn't
what
even-
I felt. Even if I did go through all the trauma, right? I still probably would have had a bit of a connection with my son because I know what it's like to have a dad around. Right? I did. I just, after, 8, 9, 10, I had my stepdad that stepped in. My dad was in prison. He stepped in and he felt that void, but it's not the same because he's not
same
my
time.
father.
Right. It's
I
the
feel
blood.
like
It ain't
it's
blood. It ain't
your-
fully
it ain't
blood.
blood.
It ain't fully blood. Shout out
gives
to
you a
him
sense of
though.
home,
Shout out to
a
him
sense
though,
of-
right?
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Pretty much, basically. And
Right.
I'm gonna go back to my question because you sure ain't answering.
Yeah. We
Now-
all over the place.
Okay,
we
okay.
skipped
Right.
it all over the place.
Okay, my bad,
We talk about
George.
it getting so we talk. I mean, tumultuous times. You know what I mean? We talk about how it affects not only our mindset, just period. Like me, I'm not the same person had I not had my daughter. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It just shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
And-
Without her, I don't know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was living that life.
She a firecracker too.
Right.
She a firecracker. I'm talking about
But I was
spitting
saying,
image.
As a woman,
Miss Attitude is what I call it. I'm playing.
I feel like although our upbringings and stuff are very different, I feel like we still face a lot of the same challenges.
Right.
So, like when Earl said something about, sometimes it don't matter where you was grown or raised, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just cards that you were dealt for your own reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
But and in that case, I like to do my own healing rituals. I know what can make me through. Now, what floats my boat might not do yours.
Fine.
Right.
Yeah.
But for me, this works for me, right?
Right.
So, what was your overall healing experience like? And not to cut that short there, because I feel like we grow and learn at every stage. There's more I need to know. Right now, as a 28-year-old woman, I still feel like I need my mom. Like, I want to know, how did you cook cabbage? How do you make the Thanksgiving beans? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that recipe. So there's still stuff that
I'm on 23andMe here. Make sure you get my.
As a grown woman, that I still need, although I'm healed and although I've come from a, that type of place, and I'm trying to make these moves and or make these impacts, and I want them to be very different than when I came from.
Right.
But in order for me to even see a different path, I have to move on from what I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So I think it started off with accountability. I had to hold myself accountable for all of my actions. I had to stop blaming everybody else. I know we briefly spoke about that before.
That man tried as hard as he could. No,
yeah, like, not even that. I mean, because things happen between, right? We're not together for a reason. So he wasn't always so, but.
Not perfect.
Right, he wasn't perfect.
No one is.
But I feel like I had to take accountability for my actions. Like, okay, yes, he wasn't there, but did I make it hard? Am I making it hard for everybody else to be there for me to help me through this? Because I'm so caught up in my own. So that was the first step to my healing process, was learning how to take accountability and actually digging through every aspect of what I was going through and why I was going through and why I felt these people weren't there for me like they should have. And I think that's really important as far as everyone. I feel like everybody has to take accountability at some point and stop playing the blame game. Yeah. Because the moment you do that, you're healing a part of you. Like, okay, I can't control what they're doing, but I can control what I'm doing. Yeah. And I'm going to control.
I react to what they're doing.
Exactly. Right. So I'm going to control my reaction. I'm going to control how much I put forth.
Well, we shouldn't be reacting. We should be responding.
I mean, I'm from the hood. Everything needs a little, a reaction adds a little razzle dazzle.
I think when you're used to that environment, it's hard for you to not react. Like, you like it. Honestly, you like the toxic stuff. That's where you come from. You like it. And it gets lonely. When you take accountability, you get lonely because now you're separating yourself. You're separating yourself from your friends. You're separating yourself from family members that are going to bring.
Tell me
now you're realizing
what's right or wrong for me.
Now you're realizing that I could have reacted or responded better. So now to get a better result, because the end goal or the end game is results. Right. And I get it. Hey, nobody's going to get it right every time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to do that every time.
And or resolution. Yeah, results or resolution. I want to see it be mended.
But the thing is to get through. Right. As opposed to, retracting or going backwards in a thing. Whatever, whether it's a disagreement,
whether it's even a misunderstanding as a misunderstanding.
Yeah. Right. So back to your question, though, that was my first point to my healing process, was taking accountability, learning how to speak to people. Yeah, trying to get that woman that I was back then. It's not going to be the same version of her, but I'm focusing now on the woman part, because I was so focused on the mother part. I'm so focused on the wife, aspect of it. So that was the first thing. And the woman I want to be. Exactly. And then I started just doing self-care routines. I went from drinking to tea.
What? Oh, so okay. I thought she was just drinking.
No, drinking. I started. I was never a big drinker. I should say that first. I was never a big drinker, but I had noticed I would get real triggered. I would get real triggered when I started drinking. Then I noticed okay, now I'm fighting with him.
Oh, they say that tequila got love.
Girl, I was a Hennessy drinker. I was a Hennessy drinker. We're Hennessy drinkers. So I noticed that it would get real violent. Mm-hmm. And so then I told myself, okay, now I got to take accountability for the things that I do. Me. So now I'm going to stop drinking like that, especially when he's around. I'm not going to drink because I know I'm going to
trigger him.
So what herbal tea, what kind of herbal teas? Put me on, because
you need chamomile and lavender.
I take lavender. I do turmeric. I do ginger.
Put me on.
I don't have a specific brand. Just the flavors that I drink. So lavender, green tea. Green tea is caffeinated though. If you want caffeine, you could do that. Lavender is more to relax your body.
I'm a natural firecracker when I want to.
That's why I say he needs chamomile and lavender.
Yeah, lavender is real calming, soothing.
Oh, did you chill?
Turmeric is for digestion, like all that stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah,
I started doing like facials. I started taking care of me and not worried about everybody else.
Yes.
And what was your first step? Let's say out of the darkness, like what was the first thing you said? I need to do this in order for me to feel better.
I was always like a reorganizer. So I started,
my God. Not clean up.
Yeah, I cleaned.
Clean up.
I cleaned.
That's good. That's me.
I cleaned, I reorganized, I got new sheets. So like now every holiday I got like different sheets for every holiday. I'm real big on decorating.
Yeah.
Cause
I change the pillows on the couch.
Yep.
We need the Halloween throws out.
That's what I did. That was like honestly one of my first things that I said I need to do this is to clean everything out of my life, and that includes any clutter that I have. So I got rid of everything I knew that
And I feel like
needed
once you
to get
do
rid
that, it's releasing little things that it's tied to. Like my ex gave me an elephant one time. We broke up. The first thing I did was I chucked that elephant like ain't no way. I don't need no connections.
So on the show, we have a baby elephant. And I put the elephant over there. She wanted this elephant. I was like, well, I don't. Is it that important? And we put it back, but I'm gonna put it back. We're gonna put it back.
Okay,
We're gonna
put
put
it
it back.
back.
We're gonna put it back. We're gonna put it back.
yes.
She's still looking at me, so I can still feel the effects,
Feel
you
it,
know?
okay.
No, yeah, and I mean I was with my ex for a long time, like 12, 13 years. So I mean I was decluttering when he was at the house, then he left, and
That
I really
sounds
was like
he's probably only the one you knew at that age.
yeah, I met him when I was
23.
I met him when I was 19.
I feel like once you get into those relationships that's like past 5 years, past the, where they feel like they're doing
Well, we talking
2 years, 3 years, 4
I
years,
get
5.
that part.
Yeah.
But we're talking, if she's saying 19, 18, 19, that's probably like one of her first solid relationships
So her
ever.
longest
and
lasting,
and at that age, you get what I mean? So
Right.
that's very. That's attachment. That's very
attachment.
attached. Not attachment. I won't use
It is.
attachment.
It is though.
I will use attaching.
Yeah.
I will use attachment.
Yeah, I guess you can say. I would see it as attachment because that's all I knew.
Yeah, and what you like, I like. We've grown our likes together.
We've grown our likes together.
We've pretty much, where you move, I move. Your business is my bit. You know what I'm saying? Rather than having your...
It was healthy too. I don't want to say it was a toxic relationship.
right.
Like it was healthy. Like he go
Until you
out,
got on
I
that
go
tequila.
out.
I'm playing.
That Eddie's right. No, I feel like it was just more like we had a baby, and I feel like that's what changed it all. Was the baby.
Real life
Real life situations that we both were learning together.
navigating.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna pivot a little bit.
Okay.
Is there a part 2 or a series to the book with other installments that we should be looking forward to?
there is. There is. So this
We
book.
got the tea. We got the tea, Dory.
There
We
is
got
a
the
part
tea,
2.
Dory.
Because this one, again, is dedicated to my first one. So my second one. So this one talks about, again, childhood trauma.
Becoming her.
Right.
Now she is
So
her.
now I was
Damn.
becoming her. So now the second one is going to talk about my insecurities, and it's going to go into my personal life as far as dad, as far as relationship, as far as how we navigated.
We're getting the whole memoir. We're getting the whole bio.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, because it helped actually, like I told you guys, it helped me heal parts of me. I don't know if I said it, but it helped me heal parts of me that I didn't know still needed healing.
While writing.
And so, yeah, while writing it. So then now my second one, I know it's going to help me. I don't know what it's going to help me because I feel like I'm whole now, right? But there's always learning. There's always something that can make me better. And I feel like my second one will do that.
I think you answered it a lot. Like you answered a lot of them, but the questions. But I wanted to know: was it difficult to open up these old wounds while writing the book? And do you anticipate other wounds being opened in the series and in the second book?
In the second book, yes. I feel like the first one, it wasn't hard in a
'Cause you had
sense to
already
write it
healed,
because I
huh?
already get past that hump, and I mean it's 11 years.
And
Right.
I've been able to take a
Well,
perspective
shit,
on.
time is linear.
So,
you,
yeah.
you said that in the book.
Yes,
You know.
yes, yes.
But I mean,
It did help me heal parts of me, but it wasn't hard.
Okay.
I feel like if I would have started this maybe 5 years ago, it would have been hard.
okay.
Like I feel like I wouldn't have been able to write what I
Wasn't
wrote
in that space
because I wasn't in that headspace.
Yeah,
Like I said, I would have bashed people. I would have blamed everybody for why I reacted, why I reacted, why I didn't feel that connection. I would have blamed everybody
It
else.
ain't your fault, but it's your fault because you know what?
Right, like you were.
Seriously.
Yeah. So this second one though, it's I think it's gonna open stuff and it's gonna be hard because the second one I'm gonna talk about my relationship and why it didn't work out because that plays a part into my motherhood.
accountability.
Accountability.
Now reading the book,
And
what?
telling your truth.
And
Come
telling
on
my
now.
truth,
You know,
yeah.
You wasn't always wrong, right?
Yeah. No. Not always.
Yeah, but okay. So reading the book, what did you want? What did you want your readers to walk away with?
Come on.
What was one chapter in the book? I know I'm asking like 2-part questions every time, but it's so much I want to know. Like there's so much I need to grasp from this one alone, right?
Yeah.
So that's one. What message do you hope readers will walk away with? And another one was like, what's your favorite chapter of the book?
So actually, my favorite, it's not even the chapter, it's the letter to my son.
No.
The letter to my son is my favorite part of my book. And as far as if I had to pick a chapter, it would be the last one. Because I want readers to know, again, regardless of whatever you go through, it doesn't even have to be a traumatic pregnancy. It can be a traumatic brain injury. It can be anything that happens in your life, regardless of what it is. As long as you put yourself first and you know that you matter, it's going to be okay. Like you're going to pass that hump. Even if it takes years. I mean, my son's 11 now, right? So it was a lot of years.
So I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I am going to read this summary.
Yeah, go ahead.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. Because of you, I wanted better. Because of you, I chose differently. Because of you, I refuse to let trauma win.
Yeah.
So it's just a summary, but it's very in depth. She went very in depth in it, and again, the courage,
It's hard. It's hard to be
the
vulnerable.
resilience, yes. It's a great read, guys. Y'all gotta check it out.
Okay.
Y'all gotta tap in. Still Standing, Breaking Cycles, Healing from Postpartum, and Becoming Her. It's a good read for like I said, it was rewarding for me to see the different perspective. You know what I'm saying? The other side.
Right.
So yeah, it's I think it's great for women. I think it's great for men if you're in a relationship or you're wondering like you really want to make things work. You really want to strive for better. You want to, you know what I'm saying, be understanding. Or, you're confused as to, well, I thought I was doing the right thing, or I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
that thing is a great read for that. It's a great read for that.
We haven't even talked about that yet.
What's that?
Misunderstandings. We kind of hit on it with your mom, like how she actually depicted what you said to her when you said you read her the chapter or the thing about her. But what I was gonna say was like, what part of the journey do people like misunderstand most? Like, let me give you some context. Like when I asked you, okay, so, how long did it take you? You know what I'm saying? They might think, okay, well, but the book ain't that big. I could have took her this, and that. But whole time you're steadily climbing over obstacles. You're steadily
dealing with the thing.
Dealing with you could be dealing with writer blocks. Some stuff that we just
life. I gotta
wouldn't
work.
understand.
Yeah.
So
I got a business I'm running.
Right.
Yo Brothers.
So what
you know
part
what I mean?
of-
Right.
I wouldn't say your journey because I don't want it to make it as
Mommy
broad,
need
but
mommy
what
time
part
too.
Of writing the book, do you think people can get a common misconception of, or like, what do you think that some people wouldn't even know, about the journey of becoming an author or writing a book in this scope of practice? You know what I mean?
Right. That's a good question. I never really thought about it, honestly, because since it's my journey, it's easy. It was easy for me to write. It was real easy for me to write, and it didn't take me long to write it because, again, I had all that time. As far as being an author, though, I did have to reread it and I did have to rewrite it. So, yeah, it's my story, and I guess one misunderstanding that people could think about is that, well, it is easy because she went through it, so it was real easy for her firsthand. So I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it was easy, but it wasn't easy because, yes, I went through it, so it was easy for me to write all the concepts, but actually putting it out, I guess, is the scary part. That's the misconception.
Wow.
Like, you
How
wrote
would
it.
it be received?
Yeah, like, how is it going to be received? Like, it took me a
Wow.
little bit to actually press publish. I think that's the hardest part.
Really?
Of it. Yeah, like, I was past the hump. I already knew it's my story. I
writing
wrote
was
it. It was the
easy. You
easy
knew it,
part.
right.
It was a real easy part. It was just actually publishing it
Like,
and
I
actually being
just keep
vulnerable
this
for
to- I
everybody
can-
else to
Right.
look at me.
I can keep this
And
to
then-
myself and just, you know what I'm
Deal with
saying?
it.
And
Right.
like, okay, I achieved this for myself.
Right.
But to be, again, how it would be received, how people, and well, the initial goal for it is to reach those that have those similar, you know what I'm saying, situations, those similar life experiences, you know what I'm saying,
And what you're saying is
to
the
convey those,
misconception-
to let them know that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
But what you're saying is the misconception was more so like people thinking like, oh, it's gonna be easy. She can just do it. It's an easy story.
Yeah.
Whole time you're in the back of your head like, yeah, I wrote the story, but am I gonna put this out for everybody to be in my business?
In my business, yeah.
Is
yeah.
everybody okay? So you're like, I'm open. I want y'all to know, but at the same time.
Right. It's like, oh, do I really want people to
Okay.
know? So I had to get
Right.
over that fear.
Yeah.
And that fear to me actually was better to get over because I know there's somebody out there that's going through the same thing. I've had a couple people actually, after reading it, reached out and told me their stories.
They think you had
So
it
that
easy the
ma-
whole time. You
Impactful.
fighting yourself to put it out or not.
So that right there validated, okay, I got
what I'm
over that
supposed to
fear.
be.
This is what I'm supposed to be.
Have you ever experienced imposter syndrome or like a feeling that you don't belong in this space?
Yes. Yeah. I do feel that because it's my story. Not everybody's going to resonate with my story,
And
but
some people, like he mentioned earlier, they write fiction. And
Right.
you're not with that. Like,
no, I'm not with fiction. I want it real raw. I mean, I like fiction. Don't get me wrong. There's stories that I read that I'm like, damn, I like that. That was good.
Right.
But I feel like with this social media world where everybody's hiding behind a computer and you don't
Right.
know what's real, what's fake, what can you believe, what can't you believe, AI, like the videos, like
Right, no, for
you
real.
can't believe anything. So I told myself, like, I'd rather be real and raw.
Well,
Because
yeah,
I feel like
I
there's
was gonna
not
say
many of those books out there right now.
Started
It's all
this
fake.
interview as saying that when I said nonfiction, why not nonfiction?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why nonfiction instead of fiction? And he was like, I'm real. I'm me. I can only be me. I don't, I can't be someone else. I can't. And it's my story, and it was a part of my healing journey, and
Right.
I want to tell it. I want to
Right.
tell it.
But
the
then
way
I
need
also
to
felt
tell it.
like just a Southside girl from Milwaukee. I'm a nobody.
See, look,
Like,
I was gonna say.
nobody's going to want to
In my
listen to
notes-
this. Like, I'm a nobody.
In my notes, that's why I said that. I said, in my opinion, you deserve to be here. You deserve this space. You deserve this platform. You deserve to have a voice. You know what I mean? Through all of the things that you have endured during your pregnancy, during life, during general being, you know what I'm saying, walking your path, walking on that thin line to find you, to find who you want to be. and being her and still growing to be a better her,
Right.
you deserve that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. Yep.
I mean, I feel like what helps us, understand and or pay attention to our accolades as far as like us just growing as women is having someone, or just having a team or somebody to tell you like, hey, you know what? Because what I feel about myself, you don't even see the half of me, to be totally fair. So I might just be seeing myself from a different scope, but meeting someone and making an impact on someone, that person can just feel like you dang near God. You know what I'm saying?
And we're our worst critics.
And we're our worst critics. We're our worst critics, literally.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I suppose my next question was gonna be at what point did you know, okay, well, entrepreneurship is for me?
After I started it. After I started it.
Well, she said that son is like, I want something, and she like, how you plan on getting that and entertaining that?
And we did that for a couple years. Like I didn't register a business, right? We did that for a couple years. Every year in August, I would do a flyer. I would post it on Facebook, like today's the day. Family and friends come out, support Yovan.
Okay.
And then the little one, Yomad, he was real little. Come support, their little small business.
You done called up.
And then in 2022 is actually when I registered the Yo-Yo Brothers, because I said, I want something personal. They're the Yo-Yo Brothers. They're always going to be the Yo-Yo Brothers. They're going to be the partners in crime. And I want to keep that legacy going with their own business. Started for them early because since they are, I already always knew that they were going to be in sports because we're a big sports family. I told myself I didn't want them to work for nobody else.
Come on.
I want them to work for themselves, especially because they're going to do the traveling baseball. I already knew that we were going to put them in traveling baseball and all that. So I told myself, while they're traveling, and when they need to work, they're going to work their own business and they're not going to work for nobody else.
Again, learning them the financial literacy to be independent, to be self-sustaining, self-sufficient.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and I even got them like their own little gumball machines, and we had put it in places because then I was trying to teach them about passive income.
Okay.
So on top
When
of
you
this,
sleep.
it was when you
Some
sleep,
money while
you're
you
making
sleep,
money.
baby.
When you're in school, guess who's going to be making money? And I always tell them too, like, when you're 18, this house is yours, right? This house, I'm the one that's going to be leaving. Okay. And I know people think, like, you crazy. How you going to leave your own house?
I like that setup.
You're leaving your own house and you're giving it, yes.
I'm gonna get me a house out in the Maldives.
You're not even.
Say
I'll
that.
give me a condo. Like,
Say
I'm already
that.
old.
Okay.
So, like, I'll give me a condo. You guys keep it. You guys want to rent it. Like, do whatever you want to do with it. But we're never going to sell it because this is what's going to make your kid. This is what's going to fund your kids and your kids' kids and your kids' kids. And by then, hopefully, you have a building that has Yo-Yo Brothers on it.
So,
Hopefully, you have your own baseball line.
right. So what are some of the services that Yo-Yo Brothers.
So Yo-Yo Brothers actually is a mobile slushy bar. That's what we started off with. So like we do a lot of festivals now, but any private parties, birthday parties, corporate parties. You just give me a call. We can work it out. We gotta see you. We'll work it out. You never know, So we're slushy, mobile slushy, and then we expanded into like their own baseball boxes. So this right here is actually a baseball box that has 12 baseball items for any sports kids that play baseball.
Wow.
So there's like C's, there's eye black. There's things that's actually gonna be useful because it rains. They play in the rain. So there's a raincoat in there. There's a cooling towel. There's fun stuff in there for them to play.
That's dope.
You know I play Little League.
Did you?
Go Mustang.
Hey.
Who that talk about them Mustang? Kosciuszko, Mississippi. Shout out, baby. 662-601. Come on.
Yes. So we have baseball pants that we're going to brand too. So now I mix it with their interests because it's who they are.
Dope.
It's named after them. So I want to be sure that it's something that represents who they are and that's who they are.
Okay.
And then they're gonna take that. They're gonna take that and run with it.
Yeah.
They might have to make another LLC when they get older, but
You
ain't brought your game socks? I got them.
I got some.
You need your, you know what I'm saying?
Your eye black, your glasses.
Yeah, I got you together. That is genius. That is really genius.
Would you say that the way that you set your children up? Well, let me say it this way. Do you wish that you had the same access when you were younger? Or do you feel like you're setting them ahead at all?
I do. I can't wish for something that I don't know what it feels like.
Right.
Right. I know what it feels like as a parent. As a kid, I don't know what it feels like to them. I feel like a little bit. I know, like, my older one right now, because he's 11, he feels like it's a burden. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, yeah, like, I don't want to be sitting at a festival selling slushies. Like, I want to go play baseball. So, like, I think if I would have had it when I was younger, I would have never did this for them because I would have already had it. So they would have been handed it.
With it.
Yeah, it would have just been handed to them. And I'm trying to teach them that things don't just get handed to you, even though they're going to have the house already that's going to be paid for. You know what I mean? They're going to have all that, but they still got to learn what it is to pay bills. Like, they still have utility. The only thing they're not going to have is a mortgage or rent. And that's how I'm setting them up, because I know a lot of people look at me crazy like, oh, you're not teaching them hard work, but I am. What do you think baseball does? It's not just playing baseball.
Oh, it's definitely a lot of
it's
discipline.
Baby. It's you need to get your bag ready. It's you know you have to go to bed at 8:30 because you got to get up at 6.
And it's a system too.
You know,
get in there. It's sportsmanship. It's
everything.
Conduct. It's posture. It's actually being a character. It's being a team member, knowing that everything ain't about you.
Okay.
It's a system.
It's a whole system. And yes, it's playing baseball, but it's not. And I feel like that's
life.
Also showing them
life traits.
Like, my mom gave me a house, but I still have to maintain it.
Right.
I still have to light bill I gotta pay for. I still got taxes at the end of the year. Yeah, she gave me it, so I didn't have the burden of having to go pay somebody else $2,000. Especially now, they ain't never gonna own a home. So why am I not gonna do that for them? Because I want them to struggle. I never understood that. A lot of parents are like, well, they need to struggle.
That's true.
But why?
Yeah.
They're gonna have their own struggles.
Right.
We don't know what their struggles are gonna be. It's gonna be totally different.
That's true.
But why would I financially put them in that burden? Because I want them to learn how to be an adult.
They need to learn.
Right. I've always teetered
man.
with that aspect. Like, if I'm in a position to do so and I have the willpower, why not give them an easier, you know what I'm saying, to give them a layup, so to speak, as into finding their way and being able to navigate in a better situation. So
right. I feel like a lot of times, I'm gonna speak from being a mother, being a woman, which is what this is about. Back the fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're good.
For me, like, I have a 7-year-old girl. She's supposed to be 8 on the 7th. We're going out to Wisconsin Dells.
That's fine.
When I tell you, she is beyond her time. She is old lady. Like,
I bet.
Stuff about my baby. But
I bet.
A lot of the stuff that I, hand to her, which back in the day, I ain't handing you this. This ain't handed to you, and this and that. I hand to her because at this time it's easier. It's easier to not only, like, hold for myself, but to hone for her. Why would I? Yeah, like you said, why would I make it harder for her when it's more than reachable? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This isn't something that you have to learn on your own. This is something that I'm going to give you the guidance to. And you're gonna be successful. You're not gonna have a choice but to be successful because you have the guidance. A lot of the times, I feel like my mom, for instance, didn't teach me a lot of the stuff that she knew because she didn't. I don't feel like she was as certain in her moves.
Right.
For me, setting stuff up for my daughter, I don't care if I'm certain or not. Look, baby, we're gonna go ahead and put you up in this head first. Right. Go ahead, and your lessons are your lessons. However you take it is how you take it. Right. But this is where I'm gonna guide you to.
Right.
And hopefully you do what's right. I allow her the space not only to express herself, but to be comfortable in what she's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Give her the tools.
Give her the tools. Definitely gonna give you the tools. It might come with a little money. I'm gonna give you a little money on the side so you can get lunch or something.
Right.
But you're gonna have to go in there and you're gonna have to exude excellence, no matter what.
Yeah. Right.
I don't care if it's the bottom of the barrel or the top of the top. You have to.
Best
so
foot
that's
forward at all times.
I feel like that's important for me personally. I didn't have for a long time. I didn't have nobody saying, "Okay, well, do this and do that." You know what I'm saying? I was look.
Figure it out.
I was outside by myself. Unless I have an older brother, so he was pretty much. But when it comes to me, taking my experience as a young child, referring back to the book, breaking cycles for what I expect of my child. And it's kind of, is that bad to have expectations of your child?
I don't think so. I don't think so because you're setting them up for success. Even though they're gonna fail, right? It's not always gonna be perfect. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, they do something, baseball's gonna get cut. And I always tell them, like, I don't pay $4,000 or $5,000 for you to go out there and play. Right. You better go out there and do what you gotta do. This is a job.
Be good at it,
but if you gonna disrespect me, I will pull that real quick. Like, don't play with me. Yes. Like, there's still consequences to your actions. You know what I mean? And they're just not getting handed everything.
We spoke about that earlier. Not to cut you, but that as far as like you gauge success, you gauge growth by when you're at your lowest. You know what I'm saying? That's throughout the book. That's throughout the motherhood. That's throughout your children's endeavors. Like that's the success is determined by when you're at your lowest. How do you get up? How do you pick yourself up? Right. So yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I guess one thing real quick.
Go ahead.
I want to give my mom credit though, because my mom.
Shout out, mama.
Yeah, shout out to my mama. Love you. She taught me responsibility when it came to money. So the moment I turned 15,
mind you.
Yes, the moment I turned 15, yeah, she does.
My heart.
She took me to the bank and helped me open up a bank account. I started working at 15. So she opened up a bank account and she told me how to she taught me how to manage money. So that's where I get that part of it. She didn't know about financial literacy stuff. She just knew how to budget. Even though I guess you could say that's financial literacy in a way.
Yes.
She did teach me, but
in
she
a
didn't
real
know.
way.
Yeah, in a real way, but she didn't know anything beyond that. All you knew was you work, you save, and you only spend a little bit. Right? You don't go overspending. I'm going to get you a credit card. You're only going to spend this amount and you're going to pay it in time. And you're not going to let it linger. And if you let it linger, you better start making double the payments.
Okay.
Right? Because she always taught me credit's important. You want a house, you want a car, you want something.
Well,
you're nothing but a number.
My next question. I was gonna say what lesson or common practice have you learned as an entrepreneur?
Yes. So shout out to my mama. Like she started it for me, and I just got it into something totally bigger than what I thought myself.
I'll pivot a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be here. No.
Right. Oh, but you are.
But I am, right? Because aside from this, I have Villosa Mobile, which is bartending bar or mobile bartending service.
Oh,
what?
What? Say it again.
So I have Villosa Mobile, which is a mobile bartending service. So it's kind of piggybacks off of this because this is more of the kid slushy version, and that's more of the bartending. I serve alcohol at birthday parties, grown and sexy. Yes.
I like that. That's
talking my language.
Yeah. So if you guys ever need a sexy bartender,
come on.
Here I am.
Okay.
How do you handle fear and doubt when making business decisions?
Ooh. I think I go to one of my most trusted, honestly. V.
Oh.
Come on.
And that's the type of person
y'all gang members. I'm through with y'all.
I swear.
I'm through with y'all.
But here's the thing. You know what?
I'm a 6-man in the mafia at this point.
Honestly, though, it took me a long time to actually trust anybody. Like I've always done everything on my own. Always done everything on my own until I met her.
To be fair, V is like too good to be true. Like you would have one of those moments where you're like, should I trust you? And then until you get on that boat, you're
shout out to Maria too.
Oh yeah, Maria. Yeah, I trust Maria too, obviously. But for business purposes, V's my go-to. She's my go-to. She's when I have a doubt, like, what do you think? Like even coming here, this is my first time ever doing something like this. So I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna ramble.
Like, watch me. I'm gonna go first.
Right. I'm gonna ramble. What do I do? She's like, do this, bring this. And I was like, cool.
Okay.
Like she's just my go-to.
So we just had V on set probably like an hour before this. And if you ain't watched that, go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, no, she's my go-to. But Maria too. We're like the three musketeers.
Oh my
always
goodness.
together.
And it has to be some sort of like, calming to know that there's people in your circle that can understand as far as like the challenges, as far as like, I hear you do a little philanthropy too. As far as just being on the same boulevard, like having someone you can relate to and having somebody you could, talk to. Hey, check this in. Is that good? You think this is good? Should I spruce it up?
Right. Or
Would you
she'll
say
be like,
that
no.
she's your person?
Yeah,
Right.
she's my person. She'll be like, oh, I don't know about that. Oh, maybe this. Or she'll be like, I mean, you do what you want, but
I would do it like
this
this.
is what I would suggest,
But
you know.
still supports.
But she supports. Here, I'll
supports.
tell you a story. Because I did a soft, like a soft opening of my Villosa bar this year, January.
Okay.
Or was it January? Yeah, in January. And my bartender that was supposed to help me got sick, super sick. And I was going to go by myself. I was going to do it by myself. And V texted me. She's like, you ready? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. Like, my bartender got sick. I'm just going to wing it. Wish me luck. She's like, what time? What time do you start? And I was like, well, this is the time. She's like, what do I got to dress like? Tell me the attire and I'll be there.
All black. Come on, hurry up. And
I
come with an apron on.
was like, it's grown and
Solid.
sexy. This is what it is. And she showed up. Like, I wasn't even going to ask. She just said, tell me the place, the time,
I'm here.
the attire, and I'm here to help you.
And that was one of her big things too, was showing up. That was one of
She's
the
huge
things
on
we
showing up.
That's what
Like, I don't even have to ask. And she's like, I'm there. Like, I didn't even tell her to come here with me, right? And she was like, all right, I'll be there.
What is your main strategy for success to stay productive?
Balance. Gotta balance.
How do you balance? How do you balance the Yo-Yo Brothers, being an author, being a community advocate? How do you balance? I mean, being a mother, having, would you say baseball?
Baseball mom.
Whew, how do you balance all of that?
Just do
The
it.
kids, yeah, but the kids have an active father.
Say that.
So that helps me.
There's
Salud.
a lot of having understanding,
Salud.
huh?
Yeah, like he takes his weekends. These are his weekends. He takes them, and I still show up for the games. Don't get me wrong. I'll still show up, but after
You that
that
mom?
is when.
You that-
I'm that mom.
Cool. I love bogus.
I had to learn not to be that mom though, because Yovan was like, "You need to pipe it down," and I was like, "Why?" He's like, "It's embarrassing." So I was like, "Okay, cool. I ain't gonna embarrass you." But the moment he goes up to bed, I'm like, "Ah, that's my baby!"
Right.
And then I'm like,
Right.
"Oh, I better." You know,
Calm down.
I
He's
better calm
embarrassed.
down. Because then I think about like scouts and
How
stuff.
can you
Like,
not know? How can
hard.
you not
To be
be
honest,
that?
the scouts are there for that.
But here, no, honestly, for baseball, what I'm learning, and call me crazy, if he makes it that far, I want him to make it that far. That's the goal. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But I've read a lot where they judge you by your family. So if you out there acting crazy and you belligerent and you just too loud, like they will judge that and be like, no, that's not the kind of
man.
family that we need.
I didn't know.
Yeah, but
Maybe I might
basketball
want to
could
pull
be
back. I
different.
might want to pull back on my
Basketball, 'cause the
son
more support you
basketball
have,
I mean,
now.
that could be
the
different.
more noise you make, right?
I mean, you can make noise and be loud, but they also look at like your composure too. Like it was a little hit. Why are you screaming so loud like that?
Oh,
Like,
no.
or like, yeah, he did a great play, but we're moving on from there. Because
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
parents
yeah.
that like overdo it.
Just
Like
so the scouts
overdo
can
it just
see.
so, and you don't know who's a scout. And at this age, nobody's really scouting them.
Right.
But I'm preparing them for that. Like so, I always tell them like, don't look back at me when you do a good play. Don't come and talk to me. Like you got to show this is a job. So you have to go out there and do your job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It ain't about me.
it's
about
not
you,
about
the
me.
coach,
And yes,
and the
he knows
team.
I'm there. He
You
knows I'm
coach and the
cheering.
team.
Right. And you know I'm there cheering, but now I know that I don't have to be the loudest one to him for him to know that I'm there.
There.
Like he's gonna hear me cheer
I damn near be on other kids. They ain't even my kids. Some on them too.
Oh yeah.
Earl
That's-
said, get down the court, get out the
Oh,
court.
man, hustle. What
Trust me, that's how we are too. Cause you're a family. You're with these people every weekend.
Every week.
Every weekend, every couple of days during the week, you're with them more than you're with your own family.
Name a price of entrepreneurship that no one speaks about that has to be paid no matter what.
Oh.
Time.
Oh, That's the perfect
Ding, ding, ding,
one.
ding, ding.
Oh my God.
You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the time.
To.
Okay, but here's the thing. I think people get real. They mix the two. Like you can put a lot of time into something and still have nothing. So use your time productively. You don't have to sit online for 3 hours trying to promote something, because if it's not working, then you're wasting your time. I know a lot of people
Period.
like,
No
I
matter
work
how
all
much
day.
time
I
you
go to
did.
work. Right. I
Right.
do my 9 to 5, and then from 6 to 11 or midnight, I'm doing my job or my part time. But where is it going? Because all I see is videos that clearly don't show
Your time should equal
the time.
out.
Right, like you can work, put all the time you want into there, but if it's not showing results, then you're wasting your
Wasn't
time.
worth it, was it?
You're essentially wasting your time. I can get like 3 bookings in 2 hours.
Okay.
Instead of sitting there trying to promote myself on social media for 6 hours and get nothing.
Hey.
Right? So yeah, it depends on how you use your time, but you got to put the time in.
What advice would you give your 23-year-old self today?
Don't explain your value to no one. Don't over-explain yourself.
Hello, look, if you don't get it, you just don't get it.
Right.
Look, if you can't understand, it ain't for you to understand.
Because I feel like that was one thing I always
you overdid?
Yeah, I overdid. Like, how you gonna do that when I had your kid? I almost died. I did this. This is my value to you, and you. No, I will never.
Yourself.
I would never sell myself. I will never explain my value to nobody, because you know my value as soon as I walk into the door.
You should know. That's why you with me. No, just kidding. Look,
Girl.
What is the biggest takeaway you hope our listeners and viewers learn from your story?
That they matter. And I know I said that throughout this interview, but you matter. And I hope listening to this and getting my book, if you do get it and you read it, that no matter what, you matter, and you always have to put yourself first.
to be totally fair, I want to just give you your flowers while we're here, because like we spoke on earlier, as far as you opening the avenue, not only for just to tell your story, but to actually make us more relatable. Like Earl spoke on, and then you said about your friend too, when he had encouraged you to publish the book. He's like, look, some of the shit I didn't even know. I didn't know it was this complicated. Whole time, a lot of the times, people don't even realize and or don't even want to take into consideration what you're actually going through. Right. In real life.
Miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And it doesn't even have to be about, let's take it off the book for a second. But as far as in real life and as a woman, I think that we do a lot more than we actually do receive our flowers for. So I want to just give you your flowers for your growth, give you your flowers for what you've accomplished so far. I know that you have much more coming, so I'm going to give you the flowers ahead of time for that.
I appreciate it.
Okay? And the second book I'm definitely going to read. And I just want to thank you again, too, because like you said, as a woman, it's a lot of misconceptions. It's a lot of misconceptions, and not even misconceptions, just a lot of things that the other sex and or a lot of people that hadn't went through what you went through would not understand unless you told your story.
Right.
So kudos to you.
Thank you. Because they just see the confident woman.
Talk big T, we talk back.
We do. But I wanted to thank you before we wrap it up. I'm big on self-care. I'm big on everything. So a part of my appreciation to you guys, and with my book, I'm real big on self-care. So I got each of you guys a little self-care package, because we're all still standing regardless of our situation.
Wow, still standing.
And we need each other. No matter what, we need each other.
Yes.
Mine says self-made.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm going to take this cup as, look, even when everybody doubted me. No, I'm just kidding.
It's best for you.
And you know what? You got to hype yourself up.
A beautiful day starts
this.
from now on. Yes. Yes.
Shout out.
Is that a soap? Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I'm
it's
into the
self-care.
cleanliness.
So I gave you a self-care package for men. I tried my best. It was, not to lie, it was a little hard, because there's like nothing out there for men. It's, I don't know, it's dumb. But as far as women, it's real easy.
You know what you like.
Right, like I know what women like.
That cup,
I'm into that. For real.
Yeah.
I like the smell good.
Yes, and a part of my book, that's what it's all about, right? Putting yourself first, knowing that you matter.
Yes.
And I do have some for sale too.
Do me a
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I do have
So
a
where can
self-care
I catch that?
Well, right now I'm just circulating it over social media, so they should follow me, Mara Gonzalez, on Facebook or Instagram. You just inbox me, let me know if you want one. I'll be posting them. Yeah.
I'll say that.
These are absolutely
I'm gonna have to double back because I run through them. I run through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
God.
the men's self-cares are more customized, but the women, all women like.
She touched my heart with a bottle of Hennessy.
I'm trying to tell you, I see the Hennessy like, okay.
Right, because you know what?
look.
Men matter too. Fathers matter too. It's
Come on.
family, and without them, you wouldn't have a kid to fight for.
Come on.
Wow, this is so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Got it really.
Oh, this is too much. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Yes.
Where can they purchase the book?
On Amazon.
On
It is on
Amazon.
Amazon. I did have an early
I
special.
copped 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I copped 3.
I did have an early special with $16.99, but the price will go up this week to $21.99. And if you do want a signed copy, you just got to message me on Facebook, and you can get a signed copy for $25.
Okay, and I feel important. I got a sign.
Say that. Say
That's
that.
my girl. I know her personally.
Say that.
You know?
Yes.
Will you be doing other signings, like other signing events for Still Standing? Because we did Area
Yes,
51.
We did.
So will you be doing others?
Maybe.
Still just, you know what I'm saying, marketing, networking,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, getting it out there.
Yeah, I want to. I just got to find different places.
Okay.
I'm kind of used to just going to my places, but I do want to expand and go to other locations.
Okay.
As of right now, I don't have anything lined up. So it is a possibility that I'll have another one.
Okay,
coming
so
soon, yeah.
make sure that they tap into the social media where
Yes, please
that
make
handle
sure
is?
Mara Gonzalez on Facebook and
you
Instagram.
gotta spell that. You know, we got
MARAGONZALEZ. I'm also going to be touring though, but I'm going to go to Chicago. I'm going to go to Philly. I'm going to go to
Come
Massachusetts,
on.
and I'm going to go to Florida.
come
I love
on.
that.
Yeah, so I'll be there. I'm trying to hit each of those this year. I know for sure I'll probably be hitting 2 before we go to Mexico, because I am also raising funds for my kids' Mexico trip to play for Team USA in June.
Ooh, come on.
Yeah.
Y'all better come on with that chip now.
I
So
mean, come
any
on.
services you need, so like for mobile slushy bars, bartending, anything you see here for sale, please chip in, buy something, support, so we can get these boys to Mexico to play for Team USA.
Say that.
Yes,
Say that.
boys.
Say that. Talk big T, let me
Is
talk
there
back.
anything that you want the readers to, well, not even readers yet, but anything that we didn't touch on to where you wanna give a little bit of light to, as far as either your journey in becoming an author or your journey in publishing your book, anything as far as your book that you wanna shed light on that we haven't done yet.
I feel like we've touched based on
We done
everything, because it's really self-explanatory. It's just still standing. No matter what you go through, you're still always going to still stand wherever you are, better or for worse, but put yourself first. Value yourself enough to put yourself first, and instead of hitting the wrong walking, hit it running.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
She just went. Oh, you just went MLB on it.
I couldn't even catch that at time. Oh, I love that.
Because sometimes we walk and we never get there. But when you start running, you can't stop.
You do it twice as fast, huh?
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's exactly what I needed. Okay.
Right, because I published it. Now I'm running, right? Now I'm going to Chicago. I'm just going. Like, I'm hitting spots. Here's my book, you know. You got to hit it running, because if you don't, then you're never going to get there.
Say that. Say that.
And how do you feel as far as just publishing this first book? You know that the next one is coming, but just right now in this moment, like seeing that your book has brought you this far, and or to travel, and or to share your story, how do you feel as a woman today?
Honored.
You feel like her.
I feel like her. Seriously, I do. I feel honored to be able to get over that hump, that fear, to put it out there so other women know that if she can do it, I can do it too. Regardless of what it is. It doesn't have to be writing a book. It could be anything that you set your heart to. But yeah, honored.
You've made yourself an inspiration in my eyes.
Thank you.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Rapid
Hold on,
fire.
I need
Rapid
to
fire.
I get take your time. So I get probably about 3 seconds in each question. You pick either or. What's your preference? No judgment. No judgment. No, just playing. All right. So rapid fire. Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Write in silence or with music?
Music.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Early mornings or late nights?
Late nights.
Okay. Soft life or hustle mode?
Night owl.
Soft life.
Main character or background observer?
Main character.
Pen, paper, or laptop?
Laptop.
Island vacation or cruise?
Island vacation.
Okay. Mondays or Fridays?
Fridays.
Legacy or luxury?
Legacy.
Fame or respect?
Respect.
Okay.
Bye.
That's all I have for
Rapid fire, y'all. Say that. Say that. Say that.
Okay.
Hey man, talk big T. We talk back.
Tea.
Listen here, man. Thank you for tapping in. This has been another installment
And thank you so much
powered
again
by
for our guests.
Kaizen Universe.
Beautiful.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, under the handles Talk Big T Podcast. Talk Big T. We talk
back.
back. With the lick rig, big rim on that bit like a 10 speed. Little baby on the dick, won't let a pimp breathe. Real heavy on the water like a jet ski, yeah. If they ain't gang, them niggas Gucci, yeah. I been getting to this pipe like it's loose sleeve, yeah.
Let me talk my, yeah. Let me talk my shit. Let me talk my shit. Yeah, I've been hustling, still focus, slow motion. And that's the type of time that we own.